Emergency on the Mountain by Carrie McGee. Anna, leche, Mama called. Milk. It was Anna's turn to get it. Anna sighed and shut her first aid book. Her head hurt from reading in the dim morning light. But how else was she going to learn? The milk pail banged against Anna's shins as she trudged down the steep slope. Green mountains circled the misty valley. Across the valley was the dusty yellow road that connected this village to the next one 8 kilometers away. Anna tethered the cow close to the fence. Somewhere below and out of sight lay Santiago, the second biggest city in the Dominican Republic. And somewhere in Santiago, Anna knew a group of volunteer doctors were gathering right now to teach medical skills to village volunteers. I should be there, Anna thought. Leta should have taken me with her. Hours ago, Anna had heard the roar of a truck in the darkness and realized that her neighbor, Lita, was beginning the long drive down the mountain to the meeting. But Lita already knows everything, Anna thought. Lita had been the cooperadora since before Anna was born. She'd been delivering babies, pulling teeth, and bandaging wounds in the village for decades. Fresh milk squirted into the pail. Lita thinks I'm too young to learn anything important, Anna thought. But she's wrong. I am old enough to help. Anna lugged the milk back to where Mama was frying eggs in the cooking shelter, then grabbed some bread and wandered up the road. Rafi, a village boy, had gotten a donkey, and some kids had gathered around to see it. Rafi was 13, just a little older than Anna, but he was always doing something to get attention. Like now, he was trying to stand on the animal's bare back. No wonder they don't trust kids with anything important, Anna thought, sighing. She had just turned away when she heard a thud and a few screams. Rafi lay on the ground nearby. The donkey stood several meters away. Rafi, someone cried. No answer. The donkey swished its tail. Get Lita, someone said. Anna shook her head. Lita's gone to the city. The other kids seemed frozen in place. Anna ran to where Rafi was lying. She dropped to her knees on the dusty road. Rafi, can you hear me? Rafi moaned and flopped his head back and forth in pain. Anna saw that one of his legs was crooked, bent a little sideways between the knee and his shin. She remembered what the first aid book had said about broken legs. If there's no ambulance, stabilize the bone before moving the victim. There certainly wouldn't be any ambulance here. Anna looked back up the road. The other kids were still standing there, watching. Vin, Anna called to one of the boys. Go get Rafi's mama and find someone with a truck. She turned to the others. Give me your shirts. We need something to tie his leg with. As Vin took off running, the others huddled closer. Rafi whispered, and Anna said gently, Rafi, you'll need to go down the mountain for a cast. But first, I'm going to tie your leg so it doesn't move around. Can you wiggle your toes? Anna found a strong, straight stick, which she'd used to keep his legs steady. She carefully wrapped the boy's shirt around his leg and the stick, winding down from his knee to his ankle. Rafi cried and cringed. I know it hurts, Anna said, but this will hold it still until you get to the hospital. When Anna was done, she looked up and saw Rafi's mama watching from a few meters away. Behind her was a neighbor in a pickup truck. When Anna stepped away, Rafi's mama ran over and held Rafi's face in her hands. Gracias, Anna, she said. Rafi's mama and neighbor lifted Rafi into the truck, then drove down the dusty hillside toward the hospital. The next day, Lita came to Anna's home. I heard what you did, Lita said. You kept your head in an emergency. That's an important skill. Anna blushed. I was afraid. Lita shook her head. It's okay for a cooperadora to be afraid, as long as she keeps her head. Now listen, the volunteer doctors are coming here tomorrow with vaccines. We need some extra hands. Can you help? Anna didn't hesitate. I would love to. Come early then. There is a lot to learn. Well, I better bring my first aid book, Anna said.